المرابط اللي كانت موجودة في فترة معينة اللي هي قبل سنة 1988 كان في 3 مرابط موجودين كلهم تابعين للدولة، لكن بعد كده ابتدت في تغيرات حصلت. ابتدى المربيين اللي هم مش تابعين للدولة يعني ابتدوا يشتروا خيل، طبعا اشتروا من الدولة نفسها أو من دول أخرى حواليها. وابتدوا سنة 88 بحوالي 58 راس، واللي كان موجود في مربط الدولة حوالي 250. استمر الكلام ده في ازدياد اللي هو المرابط الخاصة، ولكن مربط الدولة استمر على نفس العدد. يبدو انه برضه عنده عدد محدد من البوكسات فبيبيع كل سنة المنتج بتاعه. زاد العدد من كان 300 وشوية في بولندا، وصل إلى عدد 1000 راس. طبعا العدد ثابت في مربط الدولة، لكن المرابط الخاصة زاد العدد فيها وصل لحوالي 800.
Well, it's a few numbers. Among these 250 brood mares belonging to the state stud, we have around 60 belonging to Białka, around 90 to Janów Podlaski, and more than 100 which are located at Michałów stud. Every year we can get about 200 foals, sometimes less, sometimes more. And the same number of horses the stud should sell to. That this is a normal circle and this is a normal program. This is how mostly it looks right now. I believe a horse breeding needs time. What I've learned during these 20 and more years of my work with the great people like Mr. Krzyształowicz, the director of Janów Podlaski, Izabela Zawadzka, and I hope you agree with me, horse breeding needs time, passion, but mostly patience. And only long-time breeding program can give you a success. It's always worth to wait and always worth to know what you want to get at the end of the way. You should see the light at the end of this tunnel. And I believe that Polish breeding existing so many years and working on this material which came to Poland with a difficult and sometimes very critical times. But we learn how to wait for this success, and we learn on our own faults. So I believe that what I wrote at the end of this speech, that the object of our breeding program never will change, and it will be always to get Arabian horse beautiful, noble, refined, typey, but also healthy, correct, with a great movement. And I believe that, and I want, and I wish the Polish breeding that it always will be. Thank you very much.
طبعا تقول انه طبعا التربيه او برنامج التربيه بياخد وقت علشان توصل للمواصفات اللي انت عاوزها، اللي هي طبعا بتهدف التطور والاستمرار في برنامج التربيه عشان توصل للجمال وتوصل للمواصفات اللي انت تبيها من الخيل، سواء من ناحيه جمال او من ناحيه صحه او من ناحيه حركه. من الاخر يعني هم طبعا الخيل البولندية تتميز بالجمال وبالقوه.
If there is any question, yes, of course.
Thank you. I will carry on in the last, you mentioned the last manager, the old man, Pulaski, that he worked with, when he believed in Al Jazeera, and he carried on with Al Jazeera. What I'm really interested in, to talk specific regard the family. I'm sorry I came late. I don't know if you mentioned the families or not.
No, we come to later about the families. Yeah. Yes.
So because I believe in the whole problem of Polish breed. I carry on with a lot of Polish horses, and I have a lot of success with it. So any information will be helpful. We know that the E-line, there is two E-lines. One came from Istikada, Istibada.
Milordka family from Michałów, yes.
The whole sisters.
Yes.
Istikada and Istibna.
Yeah.
And
the other one
came and carried on
at
the whole
Michałów,
legacy
yes.
of this family. So, I want to talk negatively about this family. As a reader, what should I, take care when I choose a stallion for this family? I will go on, family by family, which I'm interested in, which I read. So, what should I, take care of when I, read Immigracia, Istikada, Stibna, Istibada lines?
Well, there is many things which, as you probably know, of course you know, which create the certain lines of the dam lines of the horses. Also, geographical position. After the Second World War, when the government decided to divide the horses to the start at Janów Podlaski and Michałów, they were really thinking about creating a group of mares mostly in the Kuhailan type, not coming from the line, but Kuhailan type means mostly bay, bigger, and so at Janów Podlaski, and Saklawi type at Michałów. But it doesn't exist right now. But the position of Janów Podlaski, also a soil which is there, a climate which is there, and feeding people, everything which influence the breeding, change those horses. So the E-line, which is at Janów Podlaski, it's now completely different from this one, which is at Michałów. Even you have the same roots, and the lines are tracing back to the same route. The horses at Janów are mostly smaller, on the short legs, longer body. So thinking about the stallions, in my opinion, to this mare, like Al Jazeera and some other from the slides, you need to horse with a big frame, but shorter body, long legs, a lot of air, we call it, under the belly. Movement you have, legs, neck you have, a nice shoulder you have. You need to give him a little bit of space, and a little bit more, make them a little bit more leggy. This is what I think.
Yeah, this is, and the second family I want to ask for, if I excuse.
Can I interrupt you? Yeah. About dam lines and the influence of dam lines, we are talking in the second part of the seminar, if you don't mind.
Because she opened
yeah, but there's a second part. Yes.
About, I didn't know there is another.
You're shifting, we have now a short break, a short coffee break. Okay. And if you want to smoke, you can do this. Yeah. And then we come back and we talk about dam lines.
You can give me a cigarette?
A cigarillo, if you don't mind.
Of course I will answer, if I only can.
Of course you're free to raise any questions, and don't worry about this.
Yes.
I just have one question about, at the beginning, first of all, thank you so much for about the Polish education and the history. And you used a very revealing word. You used also the Oriental.
Yes.
The Oriental horse versus the Arabian. Was that clear, very clear to you?
Let us answer this after the break.
Well, just shortly answering, on the beginning, nobody called Arabian horses Arabians. The Polish called them Persian, mostly Persian, They came from Turkmenia. They came, well, they call them Oriental. Later on, when they start with the registrar, with the stud book, we name them Arabian horses. But on the beginning, everybody called them Oriental, because for us, the Middle Europe people, they came from Orient. But we should say it, well, we should name them. Most of them, which came to Europe, came from Persia. They were called Persian horses, if you agree with me. So that's the region. Okay, enjoy your break.